Here's something most people are not telling you right now. Despite all the rumors, all the hype, and all the any day now claims, there is still no official revaluation of the Iraqi dinar today. But at the same time, something important is happening behind the scenes with the US dollar and Iraq's exchange system, and that's what smart viewers are watching closely. Welcome back to Iraqi Dinar Brief, your trusted source for clear, fact-based updates on the Iraqi currency, Forex developments, and the Iraqi economy. If you want real information without hype, you're in the right place. Today we're breaking down the latest Iraqi dinar update, what's really going on with the exchange rate, why the US dollar movement matters, and what this all means for you as a viewer or investor. Let's get straight into it. As of today, there is no confirmed RV, no sudden revaluation, no overnight rate jump, and no official announcement from the Central Bank of Iraq. The Iraqi dinar continues to trade within its managed range, and the official rate remains stable. This may disappoint some people who were expecting a dramatic shift, but it's important to stay grounded in facts. Now here's where things get interesting. While the dinar itself has not revalued, Iraq has been actively working on stabilizing its currency system. Over the past months, the government and the central bank have taken steps to control the gap between the official exchange rate and the parallel market rate. This includes tightening dollar transactions, regulating foreign transfers, and improving compliance with international banking standards. And this connects directly to the US dollar. The US dollar plays a major role in Iraq's economy. Oil. Revenues are largely priced in dollars, and many imports depend on access to USD. Recently, there have been noticeable shifts in how dollars flow inside Iraq. Authorities have increased oversight on dollar auctions and restricted unauthorized transfers. These actions are designed to reduce illegal currency outflows and strengthen the dinar's position internally. So what does that mean in simple terms? It means Iraq is trying to build a more controlled and transparent financial system before making any major currency moves. And historically, countries do not revalue their currency suddenly without first stabilizing their economy and banking sector. This is why we are seeing a hold pattern right now. The dinar is holding steady, the system is being adjusted, and the focus is on long-term stability, not short-term spikes. Another key point is inflation control. Iraq has been working to keep inflation manageable, especially after periods of volatility. A stable exchange rate helps keep prices predictable for everyday goods. If the currency were to suddenly revalue without strong economic backing, it could create more problems than benefits. Now let's talk about expectations versus reality. There has been a lot of speculation online about a 1-to-1 rate or a massive overnight increase in the value of the Iraqi dinar. These claims often spread quickly, but they are not supported by official data or credible financial sources. Currency revaluations, when they happen, are usually gradual and based on economic fundamentals like GDP growth, reserves, trade balance, and investor confidence. Right now, Iraq is still in the process of strengthening those fundamentals. The country does have positive signs. Oil revenues remain strong. There are ongoing infrastructure projects, foreign investment discussions are increasing, and there is a clear effort to modernize the banking system. These are all good indicators for long-term growth, but they do not automatically lead to an immediate RV. Instead, they suggest a slow and structured approach. Think of it like building a house. You don't put the roof on first, you start with the foundation. Iraq is still working on that foundation. Banking reforms, financial transparency, and regulatory control. Now let's break down the USD shift in more detail. When the US dollar becomes harder to access in local markets, its price can rise in the parallel market. Iraq has been trying to close this gap by ensuring that official channels are the primary source of USD transactions. This reduces black market activity and strengthens confidence in the official rate. This also sends a signal to international partners. It shows that Iraq is serious about complying with global financial standards. And that matters because any major currency move would require international trust and cooperation. So even though some viewers might feel like nothing is happening, the reality is that a lot is happening, just not in the form of a sudden rate change. Now let's talk about what this means for you. If you are holding Iraqi dinar or following this market, the key takeaway is patience and awareness. Avoid getting caught up in daily rumors or emotional speculation. Instead, focus on verified updates and long-term trends. Right now, the dinar is stable. The system is being tightened. And the government is working toward economic balance. This is not the environment for a surprise overnight RV. However, it is the kind of environment that could support gradual progress over time. Also, remember that currency investment is not guaranteed. Exchange rates are influenced by many factors, including politics, global markets, oil prices, and internal economic policies. There is always risk involved. So it's important to stay informed, stay realistic, and avoid making decisions based purely on hype. Let's quickly summarize today's key points. There is no RV today. The Iraqi dinar remains at its current official rate. The US dollar flow in Iraq is being controlled more strictly. The government is focusing on financial stability and reform, and while progress is being made, it is happening step by step, not overnight. That's the real story, and honestly, understanding this puts you ahead of many others who are still chasing unrealistic expectations. As we move forward, keep an eye on official announcements from the Central Bank of Iraq, changes in exchange policies, and developments in the banking sector. These are the signals that actually matter. If a major shift ever does happen, it will likely be supported by clear economic indicators, not sudden rumors. Thanks for watching Iraqi Dinar Brief. If you found this update helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update. And let me know in the comments. What do you think about the current situation? Are you expecting a gradual change? Or are you still waiting for a big move? Stay informed, stay smart, and I'll see you in the next update. Before you go, there are a few more important details that can help you better understand where things may be heading next. One area that often gets overlooked is Iraq's foreign reserves. The country has been maintaining relatively strong reserves due to consistent oil exports. These reserves act like a financial safety net. They help the central bank support the dinar and manage exchange rate pressure. A country with strong reserves is in a better position to defend its currency, but again, that doesn't automatically mean a sudden increase in value. It simply provides stability and confidence. Another factor to watch is the development of Iraq's digital banking and payment systems. There has been a gradual push toward modern financial infrastructure, including electronic payments and reduced reliance on cash. This may seem like a small change, but it plays a big role in improving transparency and tracking money flows dakhil the economy. When more transactions move through official channels, it becomes easier for authorities to control inflation, prevent corruption, and strengthen the overall system. These are the kinds of quiet improvements that build the foundation for any future monetary policy changes. We should also mention the role of international organizations. Iraq has been working with global financial institutions to improve compliance, especially in areas like anti-money laundering and cross-border transactions. These partnerships matter because they increase trust in Iraq's financial system, and trust is a key ingredient when it comes to currency strength. No country can successfully adjust its currency value in isolation. It requires coordination and confidence at the international level. Now, let's address a question many viewers are asking. Could there still be a change later this year? The honest answer is, it's possible to see continued adjustments, but not likely in the form of a dramatic overnight RV. What is more realistic is a gradual alignment of the official and market rates, combined with ongoing reforms. This kind of slow movement may not be exciting, but it is far more sustainable. It's also worth noting that global economic conditions can influence Iraq's decisions. Changes in oil prices, US monetary policy, and regional stability all play a role. For example, if the US dollar strengthens globally, it can put pressure on emerging market currencies, including the dinar. On the other hand, stable oil prices can support Iraq's revenue and help maintain balance. So when you look at the full picture, you start to see a pattern. Stability first, reform second. Then, and only then, any potential currency shift. As always, the best approach is to stay patient and informed. Avoid chasing headlines that promise instant wealth. Focus on understanding the process. Because, in the world of currency and finance, the people who succeed are usually the ones who think long-term, not overnight. Keep following Iraqi Dinar Brief for clear, honest updates. More insights are coming soon, and we'll continue to break everything down in simple, easy to understand terms so you can stay one step ahead.